and maybe send out something? Or can we get someone that will come forward and say they'll be the vice president? Because I'm not going to do it without a vice president. I'll tell you right now. I'm trying to keep up with it, but my messages are screwed up because I'm trying to keep too many accounts back and forth to the office here, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to have to come forward.
Understandable.
And then we can just delegate some of the responsibility. And don't, please, guys, I'm not crying on the beer. Because if nobody helps, we're going to keep this thing running. One way or another,
Yes.
it may slow down because one or two people are doing all the work.
Let me ask you this, Curtis.
Yeah, ma'am.
What is most important to you in the role of a vice president?
Well, I want to try to sit down with the vice president and delegate and see what they can handle based on their time. Anita's been coming in and doing some filing, which is helpful. We've got stuff that's coming in. We got, of course, Minnie's taking fundraiser, very good. Most of it is stay on top. I'm assuming that the Claudia is quit because I sent her email after email and I've called her and texted her and got not one response. So I'm assuming she's resigned.
Okay.
Minnie can tell you, keeping up with the files, getting the files to agree with the Excel that's on the Google Drive is something that Annette said she's going to work with. But just staying on top of all the tutors. I've got lesson plans that are coming in. I haven't had time to follow them. I'm trying to respond to all the tutors. I've sent messages to them several times. Just keep motivated. I want to start sending messages to students because right now I don't have the link. I don't know who is. I've had so many teachers, tutors resign.
Yeah.
And their students are hanging out there. Paul on base, he used to not resign. He's going through surgery, so he's not able to do anything until December. So his student has come back in asking for another tutor.
So what you're saying is that the role of vice president, the priority would be the communication with tutors and students.
Yep. Help me share responsibility. We got to sit down one-on-one. And even with Minnie's help and say, okay, here's how we're going to divide this if we don't have a program director.
And that requires going into the office for that?
Most times, it doesn't require it. If we all work on Google and we all send messages to Google, we can coordinate over Google. Right. But what I don't want is a lot of duplication. Is I'm sending messages of this and you're sending messages of that, and we're duplicating efforts. That's a waste of time for me, and it is for the person receiving the messages.
So you're talking about Excel sheets with listing of the tutors and Excel sheet listing of the students.
Yeah, they're not updated. I can't keep them updated.
Right. And then also that includes the files of the student, the forms that the tutors are submitting in regards to the work they're doing with the students?
Well, what happens is, and Minnie can tell you, on those lesson plans, you have to look at them, digest them, and then send comments to the tutor saying, hey, this is a good job. No, maybe you need to consider that. And that's lacking because I'm just signing them. I like a second person looking at them, someone with the not primary educational background. Welcome, Carolyn. You're muted, Carolyn. You're muted. And you know, the letter, hey, talking, Carolyn, we don't have a quorum, so we're just discussing some things that we need to talk about.
Okay.
Hi, Carolyn.
Hi, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
Good. Talking about the office, I would go into the office and I mean, I could do a lot of that, but I just am not ready to go into the office. When this pandemic is over, I'll be happy to do more, but going into the office, because, you know, I'm a social butterfly, but right now, you know, because I'm high risk, I'm just laying low.
And that makes sense. Right now, though, what's happening, we're getting further and further and further behind with stuff that needs to be done, phone calls, getting the rosters updated, contacting
And so if there's
tutors.
anything I could do that you could email it to me or text it to me, and I could do the calling to update it, anything like that, I'll be happy to do.
Okay, also got some police checks that need to be done. We've got a few new
I'll be happy to
applications
do
in.
those.
Matter
That
of
won't take
fact,
me long at all.
And see,
there's-
oh, that can be done from home.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I think we got 5 new contacts via community and also Facebook, and I've sent them emails and packages, but I've had none of them respond back. So I want us to try to call those, and I've got them here at home. Anyway, I'm
Well,
trying them up here.
Curtis, I could do that for you.
Okay, we can work that out. I just don't know how to coordinate all these people doing everything at home, and so we're not duplicating and triplicating everything.
Well, I think if you get the documents, you know, take it one step at a time, and you get the Excel sheets that you're working on in a Google form where you can, both you and Carolyn can update.
I'm good at Excel sheets.
Yeah.
Well, they're on the Google Drive. I don't know who Minnie's given share to, but again, if 3 or 4 people start changing them, it's going to get out of whack again.
But I think if it's just you and Carolyn right now, you know, setting the priority as to, okay, what's the most important document, that Excel sheet that we need to update, and then Carolyn can help you, which she's offering to do, Curtis, to get the Excel sheet up to date. Let's say, you know, the listing of tutors, and I'm just not sure what the documents are, but
Yeah.
I think it's something that between 2 people
And see, I
can
could
be
call
done.
I could call the tutors and, you know, and say, hey, how's it going? And, you know, is there anything you need? Is your student still coming? You know, that sort of thing.
Well,
I think-
the other thing is, Carolyn, that I've sent out probably 18 emails this month and got no response from you or several of the others.
But again,
I don't know
Sorry,
whether
I didn't get it.
but here
Yeah.
we are, you know, I just have to interrupt here because here we are all talking with each other, and Carolyn is offering to do that. And so sometimes with emails, I don't know what's going on with that, but to hear Carolyn say she's willing to pick up the phone and, you know, and talk to the tutors to check in,
Yeah.
that would be a huge help.
Well, I've asked, and see, here's the big thing, and I've said it month over month after month. I would ask that everybody send me a once a month checkup, say I'm here, I'm alive, because if I keep sending messages out and they're not going out and I'm using the addresses on the system, I don't know whether you're getting them. So I have to duplicate my effort. And if no one's calling back, now Anita, she sends me checks back saying she's in the office. Sally does, Donna does, but some of the others, I haven't gotten a message in 6 months from Bob. I'm
Okay,
not
so,
getting a message from Howard.
well, that's okay. So that's Bob and that's Howard. Who else?
I don't get message back from Carolyn. I did get a phone call from Carolyn, a text the other day about, and by the way, she needs a ham ticket.
So Carolyn, we got to just make sure that Carolyn's receiving your emails, Curtis.
I'm sorry, Curtis, I did not receive it, but I will tell you that I don't check my email a lot. I'm a texter.
See, and
Because I have all kinds of rentals in the RV park, and I tell them, if you wanna catch me, text me, because it pops right up on my phone and I got you covered.
And see, that's probably where it is, because I don't text. It takes me longer to do a text than it does an email. Because I'm so clumsy with the phone, I misspell it, and I got to go back, and it's me. You know, it's not you guys all the time.
But you can say, Curtis, if you don't like
Send me a text and say,
yeah,
check email.
check email.
Yeah, just text and say check email.
Or something, just send me a thumbs up or something to let me know to check that email.
Okay.
And I'd be happy to follow up on that. I'd be happy to just, you know, Carolyn, if I had your phone number and just say, just received an email from Curtis, you know, or.
Oh, sure.
What we can do is make I don't know if Curtis, you are still good with the group text. Put all the board members' the regular board members on one group, and it would be better if we had the what was that, Kazala?
I know. See, that was the purpose of Kazala.
Yeah, but we couldn't do it. I don't know why.
Well, I think some people were having some challenges with it, and I was going to do like an overview of how to set it up and do it, and then we kind of got lost into other things.
Yeah. And I got it once and then I couldn't get it second time. And I was telling Minnie, something's happened with my account. The groups of messages are just disappearing
You mean in your text?
on my email.
Oh, in your email.
So Minnie's had to send me stuff a couple times because for some reason it just disappears. A whole month disappeared.
Maybe, but then I didn't receive Minnie's email or.
No, I sent it with Curtis's. Curtis had sent a group email to everybody, and I
Maybe
just.
that's why I didn't receive it.
Okay, I have a suggestion.
Mhm.
As secretary, why don't I put together the emails of all the active board members and put it in a group, okay? And that would be all active board members. Joan's no longer on that list and whatever changes. And then I send that to you, Curtis, and that is the list of the active board members that you want to communicate with. Because I think I get this feeling there's a couple of lists.
There is. There's one, and that's, I have my list that some of the people in my read a book, and then there's another list on Google. And the Google, one of them, I'm going to have to check. I thought Anita
Well-
was on both lists, but it's
Okay,
just-
well, what do you
Excuse
what
me.
do you what do you think of that suggestion? If
that
I
would
put
work.
if
It
I
still,
put
it still
I
doesn't
put-
answer the question. We don't have a vice president. No one's going to step up and be vice president. What is it next year? We're going to lose another position, another position, another position. We're folding in on ourselves.
okay, could I just rewind just a second with the distribution list, okay, of the email list? Curtis, do you want it to use the Read a Book email, or would you want to use the Onslow Literacy Council email? Or should I include the Onslow Literacy Council email?
Should include. Here's
All
the
right.
reason, Sally. Again, some reason I've been driving Minnie nuts. My computer will take, one time I'll get on to Google, no problem. Next time it takes me hours to get on because it doesn't recognize me. And so I've got stuff to send out, so I send out Read a Book vice Google because I can't get into Google.
That's not you, Curtis.
There's-
They're updating and they're having some problems.
Oh, great. Where'd you go, Carolyn? I don't see you anymore.
You can't see me. I'm here.
So Curtis, what I'm
I
going to
got a
do,
text. I had to answer.
Okay.
Curtis, I will include the Read a Book email on that, and I will include the Onslow Literacy email, and I'm going to go down the list here of all the board members that will be on this distribution list. And it'll be Carolyn, Bob, Curtis.
You got to watch Bob. He doesn't answer emails at all.
Okay, but he still is on the board.
Yes.
So, okay, Carolyn, Bob, Curtis, Howard, Allison, Sally, Minnie, Donna, and no more Jill.
Lee
Anita,
Frazier. I'm
hold
sorry.
on just one sec. And no more Jill. Okay, and Anita.
What happened to Jill?
She resigned.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, she's overwhelmed by the responsibilities of it.
And okay, Anita, and then and Claudia is no longer on to be communicating with.
Yeah, I'm assuming she's
No.
resigned.
Now, do you want me to add Lee Frazier even though he hasn't officially been?
We voted on him last
no.
month.
Okay, so that was an official vote. Okay, yeah, that's right. All right, and then add Lee Frazier. So what I'm going to do is put together a distribution list of all of those emails, including the Onslow Literacy Council email, and I'm going to send it to all of you. And that should be the distribution list that we should be using.
Did you include
And-
Allison?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And what I think would be great is I'll send it and then everybody just respond, okay, got it, or whatever, just so that we know everybody received it. And then Curtis will make a commitment to you that when we get an email, no matter if it's, you know, a question or whatever that we have to answer or not, and we can't answer, we'll just say, got it. You know,
Okay.
or just received. And then you know that we have received that email. It's kind of like a clean slate here.
But
No.
the thing is still, you know, as Carolyn mentioned, she doesn't answer emails. So you got to text her and tell her an email. Bob doesn't answer emails. You got to call him to get
Well,
a hold of
now-
him or call his wife.
Bob is probably really, really busy right now. 'Cause
He
he's
is.
doing-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's doing a lot of his doctrine, he and Wilbert both online.
Do you talk to him, Carolyn?
Bob, no, I can't get him either. Now, I do
Okay.
talk to Wilbert, and Wilbert works with him, and he says, you know, Bob's doing teledoctrine a lot. Bob
Okay.
still goes into the clinic, but Wilbert doesn't.
Because one of his secretaries has called me twice to want us to help them out, and I've called back and her phone number keeps disconnecting. It puts you through this chain of command. So I'm going to go down there, I guess.
Well,
Bob's
as-
secretary?
Some lady from Bob's office, she said Caring Community wants
Oh,
us
yeah.
to participate in an event they're having down there, and I want to tell her, yeah, I'll be there, but the phone system asks you for this, what extension you have. They don't give you an extension. They have to go A, B, C, D, and after a while it says, goodbye.
Well, you know, another problem they're having is their longtime executive director took a better job, a different job in Wilmington.
Ah,
And the guy who's managing the clinic is also filling in as executive director. So, I mean, this time they had the opening of the new homeless shelter. And for the first time in their history, they did not invite the founders. So, you know, they're kind of overwhelmed.
okay, that could
Okay.
be, I'll go down there.
So there's
Can I-
Bob's. So as secretary, Carolyn, what I can do is I will text you
Okay.
when an email comes from Curtis or
Uh-huh.
from anybody, and I'll just say, Carolyn, check your email.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
Will
we
that-
can get a code or something.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have a code word or whatever. Will that
Uh-huh.
work?
Heads up or something.
Heads up. Yeah.
And I
I'll
have to
find
do,
it. I'll find an emoji, Carolyn, that has a heads up. Or something.
uh-huh. We have a Rotarian, John Paperka, who's an accountant, and he's the same way. So whenever we send him an email, I send him a text and say, check your email.
Yeah.
So
That's good to know.
and Carolyn,
Uh-huh.
your phone number is 910-382-2937. Is
Yes,
that right? Okay.
yes.
All
And
right.
I really enjoy Excel sheets, so if I can help you with those.
I think that's great. Let's get this clean slate of communication, email distribution, and then Carolyn, you'll be we'll text you, and then Bob is in, I think, a unique situation because
go.
of his.
And
Okay.
Howard.
But if
And
you
Howard.
send him a text and
Howard's
say,
normally
check your
here.
email, I think Bob would too.
You think so?
Howard
Yeah.
is good with text too.
Yeah, send him a text and say, check
Send
your
Bob-
email.
Send Bob a text too?
Yeah,
Howard too. Howard also.
yeah.
So am I hearing that you guys don't want a vice president? We're going to go on without a vice president?
No, I would like a suggestion on that. Have you asked Howard to be vice president?
Yes, he said no.
I wonder why.
He's got enough on his plate, he says.
He's a great vice president.
He's a good man in general.
Well,
Um,
because see, you don't have to do a whole lot, and you know, you don't have to do it all the time. But he's great at filling in.
Yeah, he does a good job under the scene. A lot of stuff behind the scene. Anita's helping with the files. It just,
Mhm.
I don't want to fold in on ourselves.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
and we
great
don't
at
want to
fundraising.
overburden him.
Yeah, he's great at fundraising.
That's great.
Yes.
Because he's on the finance committee, he's on the fundraising committee, he's on the governor's committee. And I just can't get him to commit for anything else.
Well, what if he stepped back from a couple of those committees and considered being vice president?
That's his decision. I can ask him.
Tell
Well,
him that.
I think it's better use of him doing the fundraising and stuff. Don't
yeah.
I
y'all?
do too.
Okay.
Fundraising, he's
I
great
think
at
we
that.
shouldn't rock that boat.
Okay. Got it.
And if
Um,
we look at it conceivably, the vice president can sit on some committees and I can sit on some committees, so we split the load. So there's a
Then
lot of things we can do.
Joan resigned too, didn't she?
Who's
Yes.
that?
Joan, she would have made a good vice president.
Joan resigned.
Yeah.
And I begged her to come back, and she said, no, you asked me one time before, and I came back, but she doesn't feel useful. And
That's
then,
the thing. If we make her the vice president, she'll feel useful.
yeah, well, anyway. And you know, and the thing that Minnie was saying, send it, everything I send out to
I'm
everybody.
in a meeting right now, so it's so cute.
There's sometimes I need to talk to one or two of you
I lost you
individually
guys.
about personal things. I don't want to get it to go out to everybody.
Yeah.
Things that I'm hearing that I don't want to go out to everybody because it's just, it's got effect. I want to talk to one person specifically.
Well, you can call or text about that
Yeah,
or send a personal email.
yeah.
Okay. So,
Like I did about the hams.
yes,
Yeah.
about hams, who wants ham tickets? I have, we have
I
to,
do.
okay, how do I give it to you?
You can leave it at the desk at the office and I'll come down there and get it.
Are
I'll
you-
do whatever's best for you. I'll come to
How
your
many?
house.
Okay, I'll text you and talk to you later about that then.
Okay, but I need
yeah.
one, at least one now, because she wants her ham on Monday.
Oh,
Can we
okay.
get some out to Jane?
I'm sorry?
Can we get some out to Jane? Her husband, before he passed, used to sell all of those, many of those. Does Bob responded to that? Because Bob sells a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to get Bob his tickets. I'll take him by his house if I need to.
So if you can give each of us 5 or 10,
I tell you where Bob is at most Wednesdays. He's at Rotary at Golden Corral at noon.
You know what? I will come by on Wednesday at Rotary if he's there.
At the
And,
Golden Corral. He's in the
Yeah.
Rotary
What
usually.
time do you all get?
We get there 11:30 and the meeting starts at 12. I'm not going right now. I go to
No,
our
you
Zoom
need it
meeting.
early, right? You need it, you said by Monday?
Yeah, I need at least one by Monday.
So can you leave the check at the front desk and I will pick up from there and I can drop off the ticket today after the meeting?
No, I would prefer to pick up the ticket myself.
Okay,
This is one of my longtime customers and I pick up the ham and I deliver it.
okay. So
She buys hams and she buys Civitan pecans.
I
from
understand
me.
that. I understand that. How do we exchange the money and the ticket? That's what my question is.
Well, what we usually do is at the end of the ham season, Preston sends us a bill and we
No, no,
pay
no, no,
it.
no. I'm asking you for one ticket. Just one ticket.
She pays me when I bring the ham.
Okay, so I won't get the money right away.
No, if you
That-
want it
that-
right away, I can certainly bring it to you.
yeah,
Yeah,
but if you
that
issue 5
way
tickets
it's
like we've done
secure.
before,
I like it because it's clean and that way you can give it, she can give it to you. You can just give the
But
money.
before we, we kept a list of who we sold to and how,
Yeah.
and then we handed it in all at once.
So do
But
you
we can do it this way.
do you want more tickets then?
Yes.
Okay,
Give me 10 this year, if you would.
okay.
I
can
usually
do
sell
that.
about 25, but I'm not doing a lot of socializing.
Okay, then I can do that.
I can't sell them to Rotary because Bob beats me to it.
I will be there next Wednesday at 11:30 at Rotary. And probably, hopefully, hoping to meet Bob there.
Text Bob or something and tell him you'd like to come to Rotary and make contact with him.
And Howard too, right? Howard will be there too?
Oh, yes, Howard will be there,
Okay,
definitely.
so I will either text Bob. If he doesn't
Thanks,
reply, then I can text Howard.
Yes,
Today, I will drop off 10 tickets at the front desk. Good?
yes, I will run down there and get them and get the ham and get it to her.
Yeah, not before 1, okay? Don't go
Oh,
there.
no, I'm doing it Monday when I get the pecans.
Okay, so Monday you're picking it up?
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll drop
But I
it.
can't do it till the
Okay.
afternoon because I do virtual school with my granddaughter in the morning.
Okay, 10 tickets for you.
Mhm.
Okay, I will leave it at the desk. Okay, anybody else wants ham tickets?
I'm telling you, they sell themselves. They're pretty easy to sell.
No, you can buy it for yourself for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or New Year.
Yeah, and they're good hams, but you know what I do is I keep my list and I don't even have to visit. I just call them and say, can I count on you for a ham this year?
Mm-hmm.
Put me down for one, Minnie, and I'll give it away. I don't eat ham.
Okay.
Well, see, that's what I have one of my customers, she buys them and gives them to the soup kitchen.
Mhm.
Let me know what day they're down there, because that's good ham.
It is good.
I'll
ham.
take too many.
Okay. 2 for Anita. And I can leave all these envelopes at the front desk, or Sally, I can.
If
you'll be,
it's okay with the
call it?
lady, just put my name on it and I'll pick it up on Monday.
Okay.
And thank you, Manny.
Oh,
You're
thank
making this very easy. And then when I bring the check back, should I leave it there or should I call you?
Let me know when you are leaving
Okay.
the check. Yes.
Okay, because I'm a little nervous leaving money there, but,
Yeah. Whenever you're leaving there, just let me know.
and I don't mind dropping it by your house or,
Yeah. Yeah. We can talk about it. Yeah,
okay.
we can
The
talk about
lady
it.
at the front desk is great. She normally puts the envelope right in the office. She doesn't keep it out front.
Okay,
You know, the problem comes in, and I hate to be a problem, if we've got, right now I heard 5 tickets, that means we were gonna make about $40. That's not a
Well-
lot of money. That's not even worth doing it.
Well,
but if we do, Curtis, at least we kept some of our, like this lady, she called me.
Yeah, I
She
know.
said, you know, when can I get my ham? We don't want to lose those.
yeah, yeah.
repeat
It's
customers.
expected from us now. So just let's do it with whoever wants to do it.
And
Do the
Curtis,
best we can, and
yeah.
people understand we got a virus.
and doesn't Howard sell quite a few of them too?
Oh, he does.
Yeah, so it's going to be more than $40.
Yeah, yeah.
But they go to the Rotarians and sell them to the
Yeah.
Rotarians.
What I'm going to do is I'll take some tickets to the Rotary. And also I did try and contact Jane. And, she hasn't gotten back with me. If she found, I don't want to push her. Because these are people that Jimmy. Sally, did you see Jane found a mistake on our,
I'm sorry, you're breaking up. What?
yeah, there's somebody talking in the background.
Little girl, isn't it time for your thing to start again?
I think Carolyn needs to mute.
Yeah, I'm muting you.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can't hear otherwise. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I had contacted Jane and she is going to, she said that she would contact all the people that her husband used to give ham to. She hasn't gotten back with me. It's a very delicate situation there. I don't want to push her also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be a little sensitive for her also.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for her to get back with me.
Yeah.
And the other thing, what was I going to say? Oh yeah,
Minnie, you let me know when it's convenient and I'll get the money to you and
okay.
for the ticket.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
We can either you can come over to my place or I can drop it off where you work.
At the college? Okay.
Anything, whichever works for us. Anita goes to the office anyway, so I can drop it off at the front desk for her. And Jane found a mistake in our brochure. Did you see?
Yeah. The year, right?
Oh, we were so off.
What did we say? We said 1990.
Yeah. And
What
we've been
what's-
here
what-
for 10 years.
What?
We've been here only 10 years.
Oh, wow. I'm sorry we didn't pick that up.
I know. I'm bad with numbers anyway, so that's
So
why.
it should be what? What should it be?
1999, right? Last year we celebrated a 10-year anniversary.
So it should have been 1999.
Yeah.
Okay, that's no biggie.
Yeah, next time when we reprint, we can fix that.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to share a few things with you all. You remember we did get our PayPal charity status, which means instead of, let me share it with you. Can I share this?
Yeah. Did you want to go over the minutes, guys, or just?
No, I
Okay.
don't, we'll just postpone this meeting, because we don't have a quorum, so it's not, we
Okay.
can't even vote on them.
Okay. But do you want me doing notes for this today or not?
I think we need to make just a note that the meeting was tabled because we didn't have a quorum.
I
Okay.
have been keeping it, recording it if you all,
Okay.
Okay,
yeah.
So I need to stop sharing
well, there you are.
so that you can share, right?
Yes. So this is very interesting. We got charity status from them. I had to give a few papers, but and this means that instead of the regular 2.9% for every transaction, they will charge us 2.2%. As well as they just included us in the PayPal Giving Fund, which means this is how it works. I have shared it with you all. Anita, I will share it with you.
Mhm.
It says that if you are enrolled in the charity, these are the partners. All these people, PayPal, eBay, and they all give money. And I don't know how they figure out or they choose. So I updated my profile on the PayPal Giving Fund, letting them know what we do. If they choose us, we will get money directly from them, from PayPal.
Oh, wow.
Mm,
Yeah. So this is interesting.
that's good.
We haven't gotten any till now, but this is the giving season starting from Thanksgiving onwards. The other one I was trying to do is a Facebook. They have a fundraising tool of a donate button. They have been asking for so many things. I started this in March, April. Oh, I don't know why my husband is calling.
He loves you.
Mhm.
Calls. Amadur, kya hua? Madhur, I'm on a meeting and then it's online. Everything is virtual. Don't worry. Yeah. No. No, it's in the evening, 6 o'clock. Bye. Sorry about that. So the Facebook donate button, I've been working on them since March, April, but they've been asking for stuff. I don't know. They are never satisfied. Then recently they've asked for a business license with complete name within date and has full name with our name, which matches with the IRS. They wanted something which IRS sent us 6 months ago. I said, we don't interact with IRS all the time. They want a utility bill within 6 months, complete articles of association. What is that? Complete article of association. I have no idea. Article of incorporation we have. Now they want complete article of association. So these are things which are roadblocks right now for Facebook, and I was actually giving up, but we'll see if we can get.
I don't know what articles of association are, but they're looking for that IRS letter that gives us tax-free status.
Yeah, the article of incorporation, we've sent that. I've sent the other one, which sent us the EIN number. I've sent them that. I've sent them, they said previous year tax filing, form 990. I sent them that. They keep asking for more stuff. I don't know what these things are anymore. We don't have a business license as such. Do we have a business license?
No, I don't think Onslow County requires it now.
The letter of incorporation, I've sent that to them. I don't know. Okay, what else? Anything else? I've shared with the our literacy walk was fun. It was outside. Missed you, Sally.
I
But
know, I'm sorry I couldn't get there.
I was most excited that we got interviewed and
Yes, that was good coverage.
yeah, and also I did go to the opening of the shelter.
Oh,
Yes, they had sent us invite, and it's close by for me, and so I just I said I'll stop by and see what things are, and I got to talk to Pam Thomas, who's a treasurer.
mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yes, and she is all for us. And she said that she's going to talk to the board about us. She wanted to just move there. I said, no, give us a room where we can tutor all these people. These are the same clients.
Yes.
Their clients and our clients are the same. And she said she's going to talk to. And,
Were you able to give them some brochures, Minnie?
I didn't give them any brochures, but Pam Thomas, I can give her some time. Not
No, I was just wondering out at the shelter.
then. I can stop by.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that day it was like we were outside. It was windy, and people were just hanging on to their stuff.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was gale. I think it was. We were getting the hurricane that was moving up,
Oh, yeah.
but at least I was able to talk to a few people. I've talked to Bob Turlington's wife. She's also on the board. I didn't know that.
Oh.
Yeah,
She's on what board? The shelter board?
yeah, the Caring Community Board.
Oh,
Yeah, they both are, the Pam Thomas and Dr. Turlington's wife.
Marianne Turlington.
Marianne, yes. So I talked to her too. So two people.
Sophia, it's time.
Yes. So hopefully we will get in there. And this place has more room also.
yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Minnie, I looked up what articles of association are.
Uh-huh.
Form a document that specifies the regulations for a company's operations and defines the company's purpose. The document lays out how tasks are to be accomplished within the organization, including the process for appointing directors and the handling of financial records.
That's the bylaws.
Articles of association can be thought of as a user's manual for a company defining its purpose and outlining the methodology for accomplishing necessary day-to-day tasks, and it may vary by jurisdiction, but typically includes provision on the company's name, its purpose, the share structure of the company's organization, and provisions concerning shareholders meeting, but we don't do any of that. In the U.S. and Canada, articles of association are often referred to as articles for short. So apparently they are all over the globe, and it must be like our articles of incorporation and our.
I've already shared that with them.
What is it we came up with?
Our
Where
bylaws.
we say
That's their bylaws.
yes, bylaws, how we elect.
And that makes sense. In order to get our nonprofit, we had to submit bylaws.
Yes. So anyway, maybe we should try that.
Okay, I will submit the bylaws to them.
Mm-hmm. But yes, Pam Thomas and I have been working on a fundraiser for a while, and then she had the election, and now the election's over, and now we have the virus. So maybe one of these days, we've been talking about having a literacy luncheon, on a day when the teachers are off for a while now, and hopefully when the virus is over, we'll be able to get it going.
Okay. And,
Curtis, sorry, Minnie.
oh no, I was congratulating Curtis on getting Penny Burlington on board.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. We desperately need volunteers.
Volunteers, or we can use her to get hospital on our partnership list.
That would be great.
Curtis, can you run down the names of the people who are now on the advisory council?
I don't have it in front of me with it. I put Jill on it. Bob Roop is on it.
And
Tammy Budd is on it. Lisa Davis is on it.
Susan Thomas
Yeah, Susan Thomas is on it.
and Reverend Park.
Yeah. I haven't got him physically on there. I don't think. I'll check
Okay.
because he has never committed.
Oh, he hasn't committed to that?
No,
too?
he said he wants to wait and see type thing. I'll talk to him again and see if he wants to go on advisory. And honestly, what I'm doing to them, like anybody else, I'm sending them applications to complete because we need that background information. If they're going to advise us, we got to make sure that they've passed. And of course, I got to get that information to Carolyn so we can get a background check. I submitted one to Burling, Dr. Penny, an application for her to complete.
And you can tell them that they don't need to fill out all the tutor interview questions.
Yeah, that's why we need to come an application for just staff members.
Yeah, just remove those pages.
Just remove them.
Yeah.
Is Dennis on the advisory?
Yes, Dennis is the other one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And Dennis is quite active. He responds almost all the time to messages.
Should we go back for clarification, Curtis, about the direction for the vice president position? Should we just get clarification on that again? That Carolyn is offered to assist, but Carolyn, are you offering to to be vice president?
I was vice president before and I got fired.
So did I.
You
So did I,
got
but you can't give up.
So,
you got
I don't think I make a good vice president.
But I mean, even like working with Curtis on the, these Excel sheets and.
Oh, yes,
and-
I'd like to do that.
Okay, so do we look at this as an interim until we have a nominee for Vice President Curtis, or?
I don't think you're going to get a nominee. And there's interim because I've talked to everybody on the board and there's no one accepts the position.
You think we could still work on Howard?
I don't know. I'm honest. I want somebody that's going to be functional and meet with us and do something.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to say so and not do anything, then there's no sense of filling a position and I'll just leave also.
How about,
I'm getting a lot of lip action, and I hate to say it, girls, and you're timing this, but I'm getting a lot of lip action. I'm getting no action. And part of it's my fault, I guess, because I'm not calling and emailing and texting and all that to everybody. I'm trying one source, and I'm a little irritated.
No, Curtis, the problem is that we're not able to meet in person.
Yeah, that's one. It's very
That's the
hard to meet
problem.
visual. Thank God it's for instance, when we went over the bylaws, we got obligations. We went over the bylaws and the agreed things. I sent them out, but I can't give them to you in person. I've got to send them out, and soon that you got them, and soon that you turn the red to black and put them in your box. Many send out things. I just got to assume it's being done because I don't know. And I wish there was a way we could just hand these things out, give you a new binder so you're always updated, but I don't know if it's being done.
Well,
Maybe we should say, pick them up at that front desk if that lady is willing.
That may be.
Just say that's at the front desk. Please pick it up.
Now that Sally is going to create that sort of board members and we commit to responding, maybe that will help out a little bit.
How do you feel about that, Curtis? That's just trying to, get responses that people are receiving your emails. Does that help you?
Yeah, that would help them know they're going out, but then I need action of somebody doing
Right.
something.
Right, exactly. And so depending on what your email is,
Mhm.
we all on the board have to make a commitment that we are going to respond to your emails. You are willing to hang in there and continue to be president, and we owe that to you.
Well, Sally, fine, but if you look 3 months ago, everybody committed to calling or texting the office or something once a month. It's not happening.
Help me with that again. What
3
did
or
we?
4 months ago, when I brought this topic up, that if we need help, everybody committed that they would, if they don't get anything from us, they were going to call or text the office once a month to let us know they're alive. It's not happening.
See, I don't even remember that, Curtis. I'm sorry.
Okay, I
Okay.
have another suggestion. Since we are not meeting personally, do you want to do a Zoom call every 15 days, a short one? Not a board meeting, just a
Mhm.
Zoom call, and you want to
Check in.
check in, yeah. If you
That
want to,
works, but we still can't get paperwork to you. The stuff that you guys need to put in your binder can't be distributed via text, and I'm not mailing it. I haven't mailed it.
we can do by doing it, dropping it off,
You-
or
You couldn't email it and let us print it ourselves?
That's what I've done, Carolyn, and I don't know whether you got it or not. I sent an email out for the bylaws, and I haven't got any response. Anybody got it or whether they did action. I sent out a new change of people list. I don't know whether you got it or whether you're taking any action on it. Minnie sent me a list the other day of new passwords, but that'll go in a different file. That doesn't go to everybody.
Curtis, mark your email that when it is open, that you will get a response. And that way you will know that they got it and opened it.
I don't think my system does it, and I don't think Google does it either. By the way, Carolyn, one of the things I want you to know, when you use the quote, I call it Excel on Google, it doesn't act the same way as Excel.
Oh,
I try to sort and other things, it doesn't work the same,
Yeah,
and
there are.
everything's hidden in a file somewhere, in a folder. Nothing like Excel. If I want to sort or sum, it's there, but not on Excel. I mean, not on Google. And if you want to total a page, it comes up with a code, and the total comes off the right, not in that file that you want it. You may not understand, but that's Carolyn will. So there's a frustration with the two different forms too. But I don't want to complain about that. We'll work that out. The big thing is we
yeah,
need
it's
to
a
do
difference
something to stay
between
alive.
Microsoft Word and Google, but we'll
Mhm.
figure it out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Say that
Yep.
again. Say that again, Curtis, what you just said.
I don't remember what I said. I'm talking too much.
No, after the Google Excel.
Basically, we need to do what we can do to stay alive. We're struggling right now. COVID is tearing us up for one reason or another. I've got 3 tutors that are using the office. And the rest, I don't know what they're doing. Bill Fitzpatrick is not tutoring right now. He's inactive. I don't know about Katrina, whether she's going to keep those 2 people or not, or whether she's going to take them off to China with her, or
the thing is, Curtis, about that, those students are still in Onslow County. She can tutor from anywhere.
I don't agree.
She can
She's not
stay-
send one lesson plan in, not
that's
one,
a different thing. That's a different thing. She needs to
not
be,
one.
yes, she needs to send you all the information.
She's been reminded several times and not one.
Yeah, if she doesn't do that, then we can't have her.
That's my point. So we've got 2 students that may be here or that may be in Japan, and I've gotten a tutor that's not responding anywhere, if a phone call or anything. Allison's supposed to give a report, and of course she's sick and she can't do that. But what am I supposed to do? Carry them, not carry them, call them, don't call them, go to Japan and I don't know.
Carry them.
Then I got a dead list of people I'm carrying that aren't doing anything.
Carry them and, for a certain amount of time, because we don't want to drop them if they are in fact learning, because that's what we do.
Yeah, we got some students that have dropped themselves, but yeah, that's
Yeah, if they drop themselves, then that's one thing, but
mhm,
we don't want to do it.
I know.
In my opinion, that's just my opinion.
I
That's
agree
good.
with you, Carolyn.
It breaks my heart when they drop,
Mhm.
because we can
Mhm.
help them, and something we've done wrong, and I've said
Not-
it again.
Not necessarily, Curtis. Sometimes
is.
things happen in life.
Hey, I've been with this for 25 years now with education. You can't
Mhm.
tutor a student once a week and expect any progress. If you do that, that student's extremely sharp. The laws, everything that I read, you have 70 hours from beginning to next to move a step.
Oh, I
One time
see.
a week's not do it, but we can't beat that because we don't have enough tutors. And what I'm saying is I want to shoot us in the foot saying we're doing such a good job when we're not. We have no way of we've got no way of metering progress. We've got the books say that we're not doing what we should be doing, and yet we're kind of spinning on our wheels.
I understand that, Curtis. We
I
are
understand. I've heard that 1,000 times.
one step at a time. We can't do everything in one time.
We've been 10 years.
Yeah, but 10 years and it takes even longer probably. It's a smaller town, fewer tutors, fewer grants, fewer funds. We can't, best thing would be to hire somebody and give them money and take care of the program.
Yeah, and right now we're doing pretty good with funds. I think she said we got 34,000 in the bank. But yes, you're right. But the students are the same. Whether I taught here in Maryland, Virginia, Hawaii, the students are the same. They need help.
Mhm.
And I don't want, and I see it, Henry, I'll shut up.
How many students right now are we tutoring?
Don't know.
Well, see, that's something that we can,
Can't get a
between
handle on it.
between you and Carolyn, between now and the next month, Curtis, we'll have that answer. You know, we'll know where we are by getting the documents in order so that we can work with those to keep track of our data, to keep track of who we're working with, who we're not. Yes, and COVID has affected this immensely. COVID has affected everybody immensely, and we just have to keep thinking about creative ways and thinking outside the box, and you need support, Curtis, and I think the people that are all on this call right now, it's not just words. We're behind our words.
I know. And I guess I'm preaching the choir again. It's just the frustration since it's an educator first and an administrator second. My heart is for these students, and they're not getting what we want. And some of them are quitting. These students have been told they're stupid, they're dumb, they'll never make anything themselves all their lives, except maybe the ESL. And yet they're coming to us for help, and we either tutor them once a week or we're not. It just, anyway.
Yeah, it's been so hard to do it virtually, you know.
Sure, it is.
But, you know, one thing I'll say, I agree with you that consistency is really, really important. But with the one student that I have now, and even when I was tutoring two, and just tutoring them once a week, that was helpful. So I mean, it's not as good as it could be or should be, but it's a little something. At
least it's telling somebody that you're there for them.
Yes.
True.
It's about the relationship.
And then if the tutor has more time or the student has more time, they can.
Let me mute this. I get these prank calls all day.
Yeah, I think. Okay, so we're going to be sending out I'm going to get this distribution list together, and then the information about the fact that we are, you know, we didn't have a quorum for this meeting, and that the next meeting will be December
6th. I think it's December 6th at 9:30.
December the 5th, wouldn't it be? I mean, December the 4th, wouldn't it be?
4th.
Is that it?
Yep, 4th. And guys, I apologize for crying in my beard. I don't mean
Don't
that.
apologize.
You don't have to apologize, Curtis.
This is where you can offload.
Well, leaders are supposed to lead, not cry. And I'm trying to lead,
No.
but I can't get there.
But
you're also helping us understand all the things that we don't see during the month, so.
Exactly. So at the December
Not as old as dirt, but getting there.
So at the December meeting, we will be then doing a vote, even though if we don't have a vice president nomination.
I'm saying if we don't get a vice president, I'm going to decline president. And if
All
we have to, then we can go sabbatical and shut down completely until we can reorganize and get something done. I'm in the chair, so I'm bouncing.
Mike,
Go ahead, Minnie. You
have
you want to take it?
Lee as vice president?
No.
He's very, I know he's just a new recruit, but we've known him for a very long time. He's been giving us, and he's been attending all our things, all our events.
Are you still there?
Once a month, yes.
Mhm.
He's the one we voted on, Carolyn,
Giving
last
us
month.
money for the longest time.
He's super over obligated. And he'd make it very specific. He'd do what he can, but he's not going to be able to do a whole lot
Yeah.
because he's with the soup kitchen. He was with the minority mentoring. He's with
Yes. He's
so
keeping,
many things. It's just, I want mainly for his input and his enthusiasm, because this man is one of the
Yes.
most he's so enthusiastic. He wears me out.
yeah, he is. He's just amazing. I
He's
had
an
a,
amazing guy. And he went on his own after he got out and got himself a doctorate degree in education. You just got to applaud this man.
yeah. Minnie, I think that's a good thought, but I think it's an awful lot to ask of somebody new coming on the board to be.
And I, to be honest with you, I think that's probably why we lost Claudia. We got Claudia. We gave her all kinds of duties right away. She didn't even get a chance to get her foot wet. I want somebody to come with the organization, spend a little time, and gradually give them more positions as they can accept it. But to take them the first year and give them all these responsibilities, they're going to quit.
But
And
she came
you
as
got to be patient.
COVID came.
Nah, that's not the
That was
reason.
another thing. We couldn't get to do, everything was like she had to go on phone, and she also lives too far. She can't be here all the time.
She told us up front she couldn't do it, and yet we gave it to her.
Yeah, she wasn't impossible, but she would have been good with just fundraising. I should have brought or outreach, because she's good with computers.
Absolutely. And that's hindsight. I'm not putting anything down. We make mistakes because we push people too fast. I've seen it in churches where we get a new member, we throw so much on them, and they quit.
Well, that's
You've
what
got
happened
to,
to Bill
you
also.
got to get them trained
I
and
think
get them buy-in.
I think that's
We've all bought in. We've bought in. But these new people haven't totally bought in. They're going like, you know yourself.